Okay, I'm gonna start with I am not complaining about receiving stuff when I need it. I am just trying. Oh, yes, they were the right ones. Why didn't I grab all of them? Just kidding. It's really hard for me to eat because I have a bunch of problems. And I can't currently work to make more money, so I've come into a situation where the government's made everything more expensive, but I can't bring in any more income, and my insurance company traps me into a corner. So there's no supports or anything. I have checked, I have looked, I have spoken to like 50 people at least, and there is nothing else I can do. So instead of feeling bad and slowly like growing out of my pants, like, or shrinking out of my pants, as I say, these used to fit me. And albeit I have lost a little bit of muscle from like just my injury and not being able to be very active, and I'm doing my best to eat as much as I can. There is probably a mindset of a little bit of scarcity in my brain, and so I'm probably not eating as much as I require to eat, just genetically. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, I'm very fortunate, but I go to the food bank, and one of the things is there's not a lot of gluten-free stuff, and when there is, it's a lot of the same things, which is usually corn or rice, which I can't eat, and oats, which I can't eat any of those. I also noticed there isn't much in regards to vegan options either, which is a big thing that I feel like needs to be touched on, and that's not just for like I want to save the planet vegans, but like people who have other food issues. So I can't have dairy for the most part. I can have butter, and I can sometimes have sour cream, but I can't have corn, and there's usually cornstarch in sour cream. So I can't really eat that either. But I just wanted to show what I have received at the food bank today, just to like, I guess, show how sometimes there's not a ton. And I have seen, I also got feminine hygiene products, so I did get those, and toilet paper. So there's that. But I just wanted to kind of show just how not everybody's getting this, like, as much as they might need. And I think that's for a lot of people where it's, well, you're getting this, so you should be fine. Like, why are you asking for more help? And trust me, I'm an individual who has always worked, always. I did odds and end jobs when I was a child. I helped babysit when I was 8. I got like a toonie and like candles and stuff for doing that. I shoveled walkways. I walked dogs. I raked leaves. I babysat as soon as I could on my own. Then I got a job right after that because I was trying to get the things, we didn't have a lot of money, so I was trying to get the things that I wanted growing up. And so the way to do that was I had to work for what I wanted, and so that's what I did because I wanted things. So I got them. So it was actually pretty funny because I think there's this weird, oh, that's not whatever, I'll fix it, thing where my cousins thought that I was receiving stuff just from like my mom and dad, and that we had all this stuff and everything, which is kind of funny because my siblings didn't always have the same things I did because I worked, like, to the point where I'm saying we would go into, the people at the Max are very, very kind, we'd go into the store, we'd lay on the ground, and we'd look underneath every little stand and try to find all the little loose change that people lost. The owners were very kind, they let us do that. The only rule was we had to stand up when somebody would come inside, so then it didn't look so weird, but we'd make some money that way, and they were very kind to also let us have like a little iced tea stand outside of their place as well. So it was very nice that way. I do want to acknowledge, I do know a lot of food banks right now are under a lot of pressure because they don't have, like, everybody's struggling right now, and so it's making it hard. I am doing my best to not be, and it's not even judgmental, it's more questionative, because I feel like people are like, oh, you're judging. I'm like, I'm not really judging, but when you have 5 people in your household and you're all adults and you're all splitting all of the income, why isn't either A, somebody getting a second job? Because I've always worked 2 jobs for the most part of my life. Why isn't there like 2 jobs being worked or something figured out? Because you're possibly living way above your means at that point, in my personal opinion. Don't want to start fights, but I just find that really hard, where if you're not gonna at least attempt, like for me, I canceled my internet, so I just got lucky that we could upgrade my data for myself without extra cost to it, or a very minimal extra cost, because there is no way I can afford $100 and whatever a month, or 80 or whatever it is, to be able to have internet. So I went for almost a year, so May would have been an entire year without internet. And I would just go out and just find all the places where you get free internet, because that's what one can do, but I'm also mobility limited, so I couldn't really do it very frequently. So it makes communicating a little complicated, but I wanted to show you guys what I was able to get here. This is supposed to be 2 weeks you're supposed to go between being able to get more food. 2 weeks, that's it. Like, you're supposed to. So I'm trying to figure out how to get help in regards to that, but this is 2 weeks, and I can eat easily one of those in a sitting, but I usually try to make a box last for 2 now. These are carrots. Didn't notice he was kind of bunged up, but I can like cut things out of that. And then a cucumber, a can of beans, more beans, marinara sauce, a ground beef, and a turkey. And then 2 things of toilet paper and some tampons, because I'm almost out of those, and I just need one more round, hopefully being able to save up a little bit to be able to go and do that. So yeah, that's 2 weeks supposed to last. Again, that's tough. I've reached out to other programs in my community, and I have not heard a response yet. So I'm just patiently waiting and hoping. And unfortunately, like, a lot of my family's in the same position, and I'm stuck in a position where I can't make any choices about literally anything. Like, I just don't have a choice. It's kind of, I'm riding it out basically, and I'm really, really hoping. And that's why I'm fingers crossed I can get like to the Sparrow Clinic or something and start walking again and be able to partake in work, because I feel like that would be beneficial. Maybe, hopefully. I don't know what the economy looks like right now in regards to work, but I used to be paid decently. Like, at least I found that it was pretty much fine before, but now it's just like, when you go on insurance, you only get 60% of your income, whereas when you're at work, you have 100%, though you get taxes deducted. So it's kind of one of those things where if my wages went up, which I think they would have, because my employer's pretty good at giving like increases based on inflation, and then you also get an increase based on your years of experience. It caps out, I think, at 10 though. So yeah, any suggestions, any solutions, anybody who's ever helped fundraise for celiac specific foods too, that would be helpful to kind of maybe help get everybody on board to provide more of those foods as well. But that's it. That's what I got. So hopefully that's kind of a little bit eye-opening. I don't know what everybody else gets. I have to skip all the breads, all the pastries, the flours and the rice and the oats and the crackers and the chips and the soups, and like there's other stuff. I just cannot eat any of it, so that's where it kind of gets a little low. But thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, week, weekend, whatever. Life would be great. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.